Welcome to LSC, your local sports channel. It's high school basketball. Tonight we're at Kecoughtan High School where the Warriors 9-2 play host to the Bethel Bruins 6-4. Hello everybody, I'm Bob Hintz along with Brent Musgrove. Brent has head coach for the Bethel Bruins, Greg Breon. Let's go to Brent.
Thanks, Bob. Of course, I'm here with head coach Greg Breon of the Bethel Bruins. Been doing this so long that you know all the boards and everybody that walks in this place. Coach, we talked before this week about the young talent you have and your development of that talent. Who's developed so far as your floor leader, one, and how has the rest of your team bought into his leadership and to what we're trying to do here?
Well, Justin Ned is our leader on the team. He's a junior, tough as nails, and he's really developed into a point guard. Obviously, we want him to be more of an offensive threat. He's getting into that phase of his game, but really done a really fantastic job running our team, facilitating, getting other guys involved. We're really proud of his effort.
All right, and your team, how are they buying into everything? It's so much youth and going through the Christmas tournaments and everything.
It is. We had a tough game over at Hampton, against Hampton in the Christmas tournament, but the kids are buying in. I mean, we've got all these guys playing really hard for us, just still trying to learn each other a little bit. We're getting into conference play right now, but I'm really pleased with the direction this program is going and looking for a really big game tonight.
Well, you just talked about one of the guys I wanted to talk about. Re-emphasize how Ned, as a junior, has really gelled this team together.
Well, to run a team, you've got to do more than just bring the ball down and pass and get your guys into sets. He does so much more for us than that. I mean, he runs the team. He is a threat now offensively for us, but he's a great defender too, and he's communicating a lot better in that position. So we're really excited about Justin and what he's doing for our basketball program.
I'm going to talk about another young man also played football, and that was Jeremiah Wusu. We gave him Play Every Game shirt when y'all played Phoebus. Tell us a little bit about him. I think he's got a brother playing for you too, doesn't he?
Well, he does. His brother is a junior, but Jeremiah's a sophomore as well. Extremely active, probably our best athlete on the team. Has a lot of energy. We just want him to just slow it down a little bit sometimes on the offensive end of the floor, but a tremendous athlete, and we look for big things from him.
Well, your last question, of course, you're playing Kecoughtan tonight. You're probably right near one of the hotter teams in what we call the old district. And so coming into this night, you're still gelling with a young team. What do you want your team to take away from this game tonight? Other than a win, of course, what would you like to have them take away from this?
Well, obviously our focus is Marcel Haskett. We've got to slow him down tonight. We've got to do a really good job with Nolan, keeping him out of the transition game. And Carrera is a kid that's a beast on the board, so we can just shut him down and make him have to work for his rebounds. We'll be okay tonight. I know they have some other kids that can do some things, but that's our focus tonight.
Coach, I want to thank you so much for letting me come over early in the week and talk with all your people and help me put this together. Good luck tonight, and thanks again. I know we're going to see you again.
Appreciate you.
Okay, Bob, back to you.
All right, thanks, Brent. It's January the 9th, 2015 here at Kecoughtan High School. Our referees tonight, Jerry Sprouse is the head guy, Reggie Proctor, and Jansen Virginia. We have got a game here with Kecoughtan, who have lost only a couple games, and one of them was to a number 19th ranked team in the nation, and has done real well. And I tell you, when you come over to Kecoughtan, this place fills up real quick, and it gets real loud real quick. Brent has the head coach over at Kecoughtan. Well, we're waiting for him to come back out right now. While we've got a minute, want to talk a little bit about the leading scorers. We got 3 of the top 4 leading scorers tonight. The second leading scorer, Marcel Haskett, 23 points a game. Cam Baycoat is a sophomore over at Bethel High School, averaging 18 points a game. He's the third leading scorer. The fourth leading scorer, Damian Nolan, 17 points a game, 6'4", and he's with Kecoughtan. So Kecoughtan has the second and the fourth leading scorer in the district right now on the floor. The Bruins have got a 6'10" young man, DeJour Dickens, who is a project in the working. If he just needs to get a little bit more aggressive, and this is what the coach has been talking about, if we can get him aggressive and we can start playing the basketball we wanted with the ball inside first, then back outside looking for a basket from the outside. Okay, let's go over to Brent Musgrove, who has got Kecoughtan coach. Brent?
Thanks, Bob. Of course, I'm here with Coach Ivan Thomas. Coach, we've been doing this a while now, and you've had some terrific talent. We come in tonight, you've probably got what I call the best record in the district going right now. Having said that, We're getting ready to go on what we call preparation for playoffs. Where do you see your team is right now? What do you need to work on to make this next move?
Well, we still got to continue to come together and play together as a team. I think my team has done that. I think we found an identity. One thing we do, we stick together, and we're a very resilient team. You know, we bought into being unbreakable, and those guys, regardless of what's going on during the game, we're going to stick it out, we're going to stick together, and we're going to remain unbreakable. And I love that. I love the resiliency of our team right now, and that's something to speak for our kids, and I hope they carry on not only on the court but in life. I love the resiliency of our kids.
Well, you had an injury this past month. Tell us who got hurt and who's replacing him.
Kecoughtan Drummond got hurt. Like I said, the resiliency of our team has been wonderful. Our guys have rallied around him getting injured and have stepped up and said, hey, listen, you know, we're going to play for you. You know, the person who stepped up and took his place, it's been a collective effort. But he goes by the name of Little Man. His name is Isaiah. He's not Isaiah, excuse me. White stepped up and took his place, and so he's been doing a great job for him. I call him Little Man.
Let's talk about a couple of players real quick. Let's talk about Devontae Peterson. Tell us what he means to your team.
Devontae Peterson, he's a guy who's just been playing ball for a year, and so he's been doing a great job for us in size and getting better. He's getting better and better about each day, so we're pleased with his progress.
Of course, one of Bob Bryant's favorites. Let's talk about Carrera. This guy comes up all. We love him in football. He's just everywhere in every play.
He's my guy. Nick is the glue to what we do. He plays extremely hard. He plays really hard in everything he does. You know, he plays defense. He shoots a high percentage for us. He guards the other team's best player. He guards the other team's biggest player. He takes charges. He's that blue-collar guy. You know, he makes us go, and so we love him.
He's that 100% guy no matter where you are on the floor.
No matter where he is on the floor, he's going to give us 150%, everything he got. And, you know, he leads by example.
Coach, last quick question. I know you like to play an up-paced tempo. What do you see in Bethel tonight, and how are you going to have to run this game?
Well, the Bethel has a great inside presence tonight, and so we're trying to get up and down the floor. We'll take whatever system we play. We can play slow, fast, zone. It doesn't matter. This team is just resilient. We're looking forward to the challenge.
Coach, thank you so much for your help. I appreciate it every time. All right, Bob, back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Brent. I want to talk a little bit about our crew. Randy Bagoli, Steve Fryer on the cameras on the end line, Susan Bowers, Wube Gabre in the stands, graphics and animation, Matt Buckwalder, camera control operator Renee Camden, engineer and audio Greg Lesko. The director tonight, Krista Campbell, who has Heather Eckstein from Kecoughtan as an intern, and our executive producer, of course, Andy Foley. Brent, we've got this thing wrapped up. I thought you were going to go crazy over there. Coach went in the locker room before.
Well, I went over and talked to him and said, I'm going to do you right after I do Coach Breon. He said, okay. Next thing I looked up, everybody's gone.
I thought you were doing jumping jacks. I said, what's he warming up for?
I thought it was my house at the dinner table, man. Everybody else was there but me.
We're going to have, we got the color guard here. We're going to have the national anthem in just a second. We want to thank again Lee Martin over here. Has done a great job of helping us set up and get ready and do everything that he can. And we can't say enough about the athletic directors in the Hampton City school system. All of them do a good job for us. We really do appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks again. They really do. All right, getting ready to do the national anthem.
Our colors are presented by the Kecoughtan High School NJROTC. Then our national anthem will be sung by Kecoughtan students Adriana Bolt.
Oh, say, can you see blinded times early light? What so proudly we hailed had the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and
great job. That was Andriana, I think is her first name. Maybe she just like Chair, one name. But a great job, good job tonight.
Yeah, that's a difficult thing to do. Not that I'm a singer, but we've had that discussion before.
And I'll tell you something, I was talking about the people we got tonight, but this is one of the games that you're always going to fill up the stand. I don't care if it's played at Bethel or played at Kecoughtan. This is always a good competition. Plus, they're both in Division 6.
Yeah, it carries weight with it, win, lose, or draw. It makes a difference. But these teams always come in here with class players. I mean, these guys, the coaches, I was telling the coach before I got to talk to him, Coach Breon, I was amazed of it. I stayed there for an hour and a half over at Bethel the other day, talking to coaches and watching practice. And these guys got to be the most patient human beings I know. I'm telling you what. Other than my wife, the most patient human beings I know. I really believe it.
We're going to have the starters in
for the Bethel Bruins.
Yeah, this is the Bruins coming out, and they'll be up on the screen in just a minute. But I do want to thank everybody. You see Kennard Ricks, Justin Ned, the young man that you talked about, Donovan Pace, Cameron Baycoat, shooter,
just a sophomore,
and DeJour Dickens, and this is a 6'10" young man, and you know I just prayed he just gets real aggressive and starts playing the basketball that I believe he's got it in him.
Well, there he is going out there, number 33. You watch him, folks. You can't teach 6'10". I mean, you just can't teach it.
You can't teach it.
And realize he's just a sophomore, so I'm hoping we get to watch this blossom the rest of this year and the next 2 years. And we're going to be seeing him like you see Barber on TV in one of the big ACC games.
I tell you what, I'd love to have a 7-footer. I don't think we've ever had a 7-footer on the Peninsula District.
I don't think so, no. Ain't been much 6'11" either, I'm going to tell you that. And what did the doctor say? He said it looks like he's still got a couple inches to grow. Okay, here we go. The starters for Kecoughtan. You got Marcel Haskett, Damian Nolan, Elijah White, Nick Carrera, and Devontae Peterson. Folks, you got to watch Nolan, Haskett. They always come out hot. And Carrera, as coach was saying, he is everything. He's Mr. Blue Collar. He's going to be in on every play, or they're going to have to put him in another room to keep him out of it.
Well, and Mario Haskett's going to Mount St. Mary's on a scholarship. He's already committed there. Kecoughtan lost the sophomore 6'4" Taquane Drummond, hurt his ACL in the Christmas tournament, and they're going to miss him because he was a starter.
But he's still a sophomore, too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, just a sophomore, absolutely.
As we coach was saying, it's a shame we don't have red shirts in high school, you know what I'm saying? Bringing back an extra year.
What was it that Wube said?
In private school, you can.
What they do, reclassify.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, that was Lee Martin who was saying that. They won't let you do that in the VHSL.
Well, people got Kecoughtan out there. You want to watch number 11, Baycoat, tonight. All the players you're going to keep an eye on. This young man has the potential. His brother's playing over at Oldham, and he was a Bethel Bruin graduate, and he is doing well over at Bethel. I think he's the third. I mean, Oldham. I think he's the second or third leading scorer. They're ranked 25th in the nation. See? Yeah. And this young man, by the way, number 11, Mr. Baycoat, he's also just a sophomore.
Well, his name is Cameron, and I might call him Cam, and I hope I don't call him Newton.
Well, that was 6'7" and 6'10" that just went for a jump ball in the Peninsula District. We haven't seen that kind of height in a long time.
Kecoughtan's going to come right out with a man-to-man. They're going to put pressure on the ball. Well, no, it looks like you're playing a box in one. Well, maybe a triangle in two. I don't know. And driving to the basket, just lost the handle that time, and that was Kennard Ricks, number 1. And this is Haskett, number 2, bringing the ball up the way, and Kecoughtan in the zone. And the problem with the zone, and you coach and you know, it's hard to find a guy to block out if you're in the zone sometimes, and you give up a lot of offensive rebounds if you're not careful.
You got to know who's around you all the time when you're playing defense, and try to feel them with your body. Know where they are when they're coming to you.
If you keep this game within the 50, Bethel figures they've got a chance. And there was Carrera, the young man you talked about, maybe just a little anxious to get that first shot off. And he just got to learn to go right straight up and dunk that ball, and he didn't do it that time. And that's talking about DeJour.
And he called that one on Peterson. That was his first, of course. And this puts
DeJour's on the line shooting 2. Nice touch. You want your big guy and your point guard to be good free throw
Yes,
shooters.
sir. And again, ladies and gentlemen, I know I've said it probably 2 or 3 times. This young man's only a sophomore. So we're looking forward to a bright future.
He got 1 or 2, but you know, you just gotta think maybe, boy, if he puts on about 20 more pounds, he's going to really be tough. Nice offside rebound
Yes,
that
sir.
time. That was Justin Ned, the one young man that you talked about. A good drive, Kennard Ricks, 6'3" junior. Baseline, that's a great move that time. Bethel's jumped out to a 3-0 lead. The zone's got them a little frustrated. You got some good shooters. Haskett can shoot the ball from the outside, and so can Nolan.
Sometimes you can overpass underneath,
Yeah,
Bob. It's a good idea, trying to get it to the man to the offside, but it was just a little bit crowded in there.
There's an outside shot, and good rebound.
Yes, sir.
But again, not to criticize him, but he brought the ball down rather than keeping above his head. He keeps above his head, and nobody's going to take the ball away from him. But that puts DeJean back on the line, shooting 2. He makes the first one, he rattles it in, but it doesn't make any difference how it goes in if it goes in, right?
There's no diagram up there.
There isn't?
No.
Oh, okay. Glad to hear that.
I wish I could get him on the putting green, Bob. Somebody can hold it to. This is the way this is going to break, sir. Nice.
All right, 3 or 4.
Nice soft stroke. Kecoughtan's got players that will get hot, ladies and gentlemen. They will.
They're running some patterns right now, trying to get an open shot. They've got Nolan, who's number 5, got the ball right now. He can shoot it from the outside, as can Haskett.
So far, this zone is working very well for Bethel. They're forcing Kecoughtan into some outside shots.
Yeah, and that was a rebound that time by Kennard Ricks.
There's Carrera with a rebound.
Yeah, Carrera's going to get the rebound. That shot, oh, nice job that time. And he did what, I tell you, Cam Baycoat just very, very smooth that time. And they jumped out to a 7-0 lead. Very surprising here at Kecoughtan's home gym.
The zone's very active.
And there's a guy you don't want to let shoot. You
No,
got to
sir.
get a hand in his face, and that's Haskett. He got a 3. They get him back in the ball game real quick, and they're picking up full court. And they put number 2, okay. Part of what we talked about, the emphasis this year, putting your hand on the guy. If you put your hand on the guy and you stop any progression of that young man, they're going to call a foul.
Cannot impede the flow.
Absolutely. The second thing they've changed is on the foul line, the shooter has to stay on the box till the ball hits the rim. Everybody else can move when the ball leaves the shooter's hand.
Can move on release. I like the fact that he was working for the shot.
Yeah.
Bob.
But he's got to learn that when he's got double or triple team, you got to get the ball back outside. Somebody's going to be open.
That's right. If 3 people are on you, that leaves 4 people on 2.
I like the way he looks a little more aggressive.
Yeah.
They're slow getting the ball. They had a layup if they'd looked down the court and pushed the ball up a little quicker. Talking about the Bruins.
Look good.
The guy like he went up in the air, got knocked down, jumped right back up, and I'm talking about DeJour Dickens.
I'm going to tell you what, when they go up for a rebound, Bob, they're going places I've not been before. And
Only time I've been in an airplane.
Had to be on a ladder. And it's just amazing to me to see.
First substitute for the Dominic Johnson, number 50, comes in for the Warriors. Set play for
Baycoat. And there's
for
correct.
Cam. Who did he call a foul on?
3-3 call it
That's
on.
DeJour.
Yeah. Gave him the basket.
Yeah, the basket went in.
Kecoughtan crawling back into it now.
Well, they didn't panic.
No.
They did panic.
There was Carrera up there battling with the big guys.
Yeah.
And this is a young man right there can get streaky, and that's number 11, Baycoat.
Good entry pass. All right, inside out. That's exactly what you wanted to see. Didn't get the basket, but that's what you want to do for Bethel. Go inside. Who's going to call the foul on that time? Nolan went to the basket.
He called it on, I think he called it on 3-3 again.
No. Really?
I think so.
Nolan hits the first one. DeJour sets down, and so does, that's number 10 for the Bruins, Donovan Pace. Both of those take a seat. Nolan hits both of them. Tie game. Big guy got the block, Dominic Johnson, but Bethel got the ball back and made a nice shot. I don't see where that's traveling. They haven't called that traveling all year, and now it's all of a sudden it's traveling. We saw one in the girls' game.
On the floor with the ball, nobody's moved. And
Bethel staying in that zone. There's Haskett.
He's not on right now.
Joshua Usu got that rebound. He's in the game right now. Just a little off. Haskett's taking it all the way in. They're going to get the foul before the shot or after. I can't see who was on.
Number 5.
They're going to give him 2 shots.
To Ned.
Might have been fouled before he was in an active shooting, but
I thought that's where the contact took place, but it's continuation from the locker room, I think. I'm not sure. I'm telling you, we've talked about these rims tonight, Bob. I don't know what's going on.
I don't either.
These guys are good shooters. There you go. Like you said earlier, you gotta hit. You can't hit the rim. You just gotta go.
You gotta go in and hit nothing. A little pressure caused that turnover. But guess who got the rebound? Nick Carrera gets fouled and gets the basket. We got an active crew over here on the right. They're gonna block out your shot. Nick Carrera gets the rebound, gets the basket, now goes to the line to shoot for an old-fashioned three-point play.
And I think that was on number 12. That's where I'm going with it anyway. I'm telling you what, we're going to have Coach Thomas is going to have these rims looked at.
Yeah, really. Nick Carrera with the block. Trying to be fancy. Instead of just shooting a couple of turnovers real quick. There's the shot I like to see him make. Oh, nice hustle. Nice hustle. Big guy gets the foul. Number 22 for the Bruins going to the line. That's Joshua Owusu and the big guy, Dominic Johnson. Cleared the bench. Now, this is the young man that the coach was talking about who's such a good athlete, just a junior. His brother's a senior. Both of them played on the football team this year.
Says he's probably the best athlete on the team. I think that's who he was talking about. Or maybe it was Jeremiah. I don't know.
No, I think he said the junior.
Kecoughtan's a little bit more active with their man up now.
Yeah. Just. They call it off. These guys just stayed up. We can't see anything when they stay.
Yep, call offensive foul.
Well, it must have been on
Number 5.
Nolan.
Yeah, it was on Nolan, yeah. That's his second.
And now Kecoughtan is picking them up full court.
I think what the coaches are talking about, some of the things we would, let's don't get into about the fouls, but they're a little bit frustrating now for both coaches, I think. Incidental contact is.
The Bruins just cannot get the ball outside. That was a good thought, but you got to have a guy who can go up and get the ball, and Dominic was not looking for that. Tie game. We're just like it was when we started this contest. I'm impressed with the way that both teams are playing defense. Neither one of them are shooting very well at all, whether it's on the foul line or whatever. But when DeJour picked up 2 quick fouls, I thought, especially the second foul, I didn't think it was on him. In fact, I thought the foul was on the other player. But, you know, when you're 6'10", then you kind of stand out, and they say, okay, foul, we're going to pick you because we can see you.
You're the biggest guy in the crowd. Must have been you.
Yeah. But I tell you, our crew does such a great job. These camera shots, not only from the end lines where Bagoli and Fryer are, but up in the stands where Dubray and Bowers, Susan.
Yeah.
I will say her first name.
Ube, Dubray, and Susan Bowers.
Yeah. Ube was so tickled to see me today.
Well, you took him to lunch.
Yeah.
You offered that guy lunch.
Oh my, he couldn't get out of there quick enough.
That's what I'm saying.
You driving too, he said, right?
Well, we come in here 8 minutes ago, and it was the same thing, even. 0-0, now 10-10.
Okay, young Mr. Thorpe is trying to get in. Gerard Thorpe, 5'5" freshman, but the team was already out on the floor, so he'll have to come in with the first stoppage of play. But they know where Haskett is.
Listen, you see, he got the ball low on the left side. And
There were two guys around
he
him.
got it at the elbow, and they drove him back out to behind his neck because they weren't going to let him
Well,
get the
now,
shot.
Cam Baycoat is probably 2 or 3 inches taller than him, so he presents a. You have to shoot over him. Oh, big guy, good job.
Wow, he used the glass beautiful.
Did everything the way he's supposed to do it. Somebody's going to hit a 3, and there we go. And that's Donovan Pace. I think this zone has just got Kecoughtan can't get into the flow. You know how you start scoring some baskets, you get in the flow, and here you go. Skip pass, and that's the man you want to get the ball to.
That's what you've got to do. They got to hit 2 or 3 outside shots and make Bethel come out and tighten up, and that's what's going to open
St.
up that inside.
Mary's going there next year. We're talking about Haskett.
On the floor.
Yeah, that was a good call. No, they don't have continuation
He called
in high school.
I think he called that on.
If he called it on
50,
Kecoughtan,
on
is
50.
that the 7th foul?
That's 50. He called it on.
That's Dominic. Who's that? Dominic Johnson. That was the 6th foul on the Warriors. Got underneath the basket, no place to go with the ball. Good control of his body that time by Haskett. Just does a great game. I'm talking about Marcel Haskett. And took a step.
Well, I tell you, since we've seen Bethel play before, that's time out Bethel.
Yeah, they're trailing right now.
Since we've seen Bethel play before, he's using a few more players than he did the first time we watched. He's getting more people in the flow of the game.
Well, that was Justin Motley, number 23 is in there. I hadn't seen him. He's a senior, 6-foot senior. But I don't know. I thought the young Gerard Thorpe was coming in and
changed his mind.
They said, okay, coach, sit back down, I guess. But I'm impressed with this young guy, just a freshman. He's a little guy, but he thinks passing first. He doesn't think shoot first. He thinks pass, gets the ball inside, finds the open man, and he's out there now. That's number 3.
His coach, pound for pound, probably the toughest kid on the court according to the coach.
They're going to move the ball around.
We got to watch him shoot the other night, and play the other night, and there he is.
There you go, Marcel Haskett. He can warm up, and that's at least 3 threes for him.
Yep.
You got to look the ball in your hand.
No, I should have left it alone.
Well, I don't think it had gone in, but you're right. He shouldn't have touched it. Give it a chance to go in.
That's right.
And that puts Marcel back at the foul line. And you got a shooter as good as he is.
Well, when we had him in the was the Phoebus game, he lit it up.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I think he was our player of the game the last time we had him.
Justin Motley sits down, and Kennard Ricks checks back in for the Bruins, number 1. And Haskett makes them both. That's the biggest lead for anybody. 7-point lead for the Warriors right now.
Mr. Haskett has 14 points.
Well, 14 of the 20.
That's it.
Wow. The coach was right when he says we need to shut him down. Well, they've shut down Nolan. Nolan hasn't done anything. You got a man-to-man. You got to get somebody to Now he's calling
a
travel out here. And I thought we had a foul underneath, but
he deferred. I saw him point to the official on the side, and he deferred.
In that zone, Kecoughtan has found out how to move the ball around, find the open man, and of course, if the open man is number 2, Mario Haskett, or Marcel Haskett, yeah, he's going to make that basket. He might have taken a little walk before he shot that ball. I think he took a little stop skip, but he was about 4 foot behind the three-point line. 10-point lead for the Warriors.
If he'd have been any further away, he'd had to check in at the table, Bob. Good
Nice
move.
drive that time. Great drive. And that's Kennard Bricks. Keith Grandy, 5'7", just a sophomore, made that shot.
He was the #1 receiver in football for the longest time. Nice move.
Oh, you gotta love it. Elijah White, this 5'9" senior, took that ball right to the basket, got a nice little spin on it. Cut the lead down to single digits. Oh, wow. Keith Grandy again with a three-pointer. And that moved it back up from single digits to double digits. He worried too much about contact and didn't keep his head up when he shot the ball that time, and that's one reason he didn't go in. But they're not looking for Baycoat. They're not looking for Baycoat at all, Brent.
I didn't see who that foul was on. That's what I was trying to get.
Oh, the foul that time?
Yeah. So you have to pick up the number. He turned so quick and put his hands up.
That may have been 22. I don't know. One of the guys. No, it was number 10, I think.
Okay.
He drove to the basket, missed the shot. Good steal. Good steal. Kind of reached around him a little bit that time. Foul on number 10 for the Kecoughtan Warriors, Elijah White. And that's going to put Owasu, number 22, and that's Joshua on the line shooting shooting 1-on-1. Gets the first one, so he does get a second chance. Thorpe coming back in. Going to give Elijah White a breather. And number 30 for the Warriors checks in, and that's Peterson, the 6'7" junior. Has not been playing basketball long. Nice steal that time. Nice steal by Justin Red. Oh, nice move. Didn't get the basket. Made a nice move. Got the fans over here going a little nuts. They get running away.
I just don't know who the foul is on again.
I have no idea.
He turns around and gives a signal so fast I can't pick it up.
Devontae Peterson on the line shooting 1-on-1. Both teams with 7 fouls. Both teams in the 1-on-1.
Wasn't that air ball?
Now he caught the front of the rim and dropped straight down.
Oh, he got hit.
Yeah, and that's a three-point shot attempt, so that'll give him 3 at the foul line. That's Cameron Baycoat.
It was on Carrera, I think. Shooting 3.
And this guy's got a nice stroke. Just a nice. Him and his brother, two of the best pure shooters that I've seen up in a long time. I mean, it's just something you got to work on. Of course, he's got a Pete Baycoat and I think Pete is a great uncle or an uncle, but he is.
He's probably a great uncle too. You know what I'm saying? Just really a great
He is really
uncle.
great guy. Well, I'm gonna get a call from Pete.
I know it.
It's all because of you.
You got my number. I'm good.
He'll have your number at the end of the game.
I know you. That's right. You probably call him while we're eating chips tonight. Hey, by the way,
You might want to get this guy a call. You know, Peterson, 6'7", way outside. You kind of want him underneath that basket, or you know, moving back and forth underneath the basket, trying to get open. Carrera from the corner. Good job of getting the ball only.
somewhere there's a jump ball in there. Good gosh.
Wait a minute now, before they called traveling when a guy rolled, this time they didn't call it? I don't know. Let's get consistent here, Jerry.
Gosh.
Guy has the ball, he rolls and no call, and okay.
Covers 7 feet on his back.
6-point lead. Bethel has climbed back into this game. He has got such a sweet shot.
Good Lord. And what I like is how sweet he rises up. I mean, it's just quiet. He's all of a sudden up there.
Look at the defense that Thorpe is playing. As
Mr. Baycoat.
Baycoat with a nice two-pointer. Nice try. He knew how much time was left. That's the end of the first quarter with the score.
First half.
The kick it. I'm sorry, the end of the first half. You're right. Score 32 for the Warriors, 25 for the visiting Bruins. We'll be back right after the short timeout. Welcome back to Kecoughtan High School, where the score today is the Bruins trailing the Kecoughtan Warriors 32-25. I'm Bob Hens along with Brent Musgrove on a crew, January the 9th, 2015. Brent, I know you got some stats. We got one guy that just blew it open.
I was just talking to Dave Johnson over there from Daily Press, and we both agreed. He said the man just lit it up. Marcel Haskett in the second quarter hit 4 trays, a deuce, and was 2 for 2 from the free throw line for 16 points in the second quarter, and a total of 20 points in the half. And that's 20 points of the 32 that's been scored. Nobody else in double figures, of course, for Kecoughtan. And then, of course, for Bethel, nobody in double figures. Pretty evenly distributed out. Main thing we got to concern about, we don't have to be concerned about. There's nobody with 3 fouls. A couple of players on each team with 2 fouls, and we'll see how the coaches handle that going into this third quarter.
Well, I was really impressed with the Kecoughtan Warriors offense and getting the ball to the open man against that zone. I thought the Bethel zone did a good job of kind of having them confused the first quarter. They found the open man, and usually it's Marcel Haskett, and he drains the 3. But on the other end, the Kecoughtan is playing a man-to-man combination, sometimes zone, sometimes they're playing a boxing one against Cam Baycoat. But right now, Bethel needs to get the big guy back in. He had 2 fouls quick in the first quarter, but they need to get him back in there. He is a good ball player. He will intimidate. He will alter shots. He will block shots. That's what you want, right?
Let's just say this. Bethel's zone was very good. But when you got a guy named Haskett, who everything he put up, he just kept backing further and further away. And I thought he was going back to get his warm-up uniform. He was shooting from so far out.
Well, you thought he was checking in at the scores table so far back on one of the shots, but he has got such a beautiful release. But you made a point that a lot of people don't understand. When he goes up, he elevates, and it looks like it's nothing to it.
You're looking for the wings because, I mean, he just all of a sudden he's up there, and he's at the top of his jump on his release.
Yeah.
And that's the thing a lot of guys don't realize. When he gets to the top, the ball's over his head, and it's gone so quick. And as you've said 100 times, it's soft.
It's not only soft, you can't get a hand on it.
No. It's a quick release, like a quarterback in football.
Yep.
It's gone. I mean, you're coming up to step up and put a leg in front of him. He's already down and running. The ball's gone.
I got to be impressed with. I thought Kecoughtan had trouble with the Bethel zone at the beginning, but again, like you said, they found Haskett, and once you find him, you better have two guys on him or somebody in his face to at least get a hand up in his face.
As the Italians say, but put a concrete shoe on that boy. He's going to get you every time.
Yeah, absolutely right. But Bethel, I thought, is playing a good game. Their game plan has been working for the most part. The only one guy's hurt him, and I heard you talking to Craig Breon that he was concerned about Carrera and Nolan. Neither one of those two guys have hurt him tonight.
Not so far. Well, Carrera's done some rebounding and stolen a few balls, but as far as on the scoreboard, you don't see him there that much. But,
right.
But I'm telling you what, Bethel's got to be proud. I mean, because they haven't been run down. He just got it run into a hot hand. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
No, you're absolutely right.
Of course, you got a young man standing here in front of us, number 11, Mr. Baco, just as quickly can light it up.
Well, and not only light it up, but he's got as good a shot as anybody in the district, and he's just a sophomore, and his brother's playing excellent ball over the number 25 ranked Old Dominion Monarchs right now.
Well, Mr. Bacote, he led the Bruins in scoring with 7 points.
But it was a quiet 7.
Quiet 7. He only had 2 in the first quarter, and he put 5 together, 3 on the free throw line, and another bucket in the second quarter. So here we go. Bethel gets the ball. We're starting out in the third quarter, Bob. Let's.
Well, I don't see DeJord Dickens in there, and I thought for sure I'd get to see him to start this game out in the second half. But this is the coaches. And again, what you got to understand is a bounce pass will get in there.
In that last play.
He tried to throw the ball
back
where the hand is. All right, we got action going on here. Bethel is moving the ball around, playing the man-to-man. All right, bounced the ball right to Carrera. Carrera saw where he was going with the ball.
He was carrying.
And he carried the ball just a little bit.
Just a tad.
But it doesn't have to be, but just a little bit.
That's all it takes. It makes a difference. Of course, today, the way they dribble, it's hard to tell when it. Sometimes it is.
They're overplaying the passing lanes. I'm talking about the Warriors right now. And that's Ned with the ball, number 5, and Marcel Haskett is playing him,
nice.
and that was a nice shot that time by Ricks. Just didn't get it to fall.
Now Bethel's playing almost a box of 1. They got a man staying with Haskett the whole time.
Yeah, we got a foul on the floor, and we'll try to get it. Number 1, it looks like, and that would be Kennard Ricks. Nice shot.
Who's that?
That was Nolan. Just standing there, and they let him elevate and get that ball in.
Baker.
Nice. And you see he went straight up even though he was moving. Control, got his shoulder straight before he released the ball.
And the good shooters have always got a soft touch on the ball. Just Here's
Nolan, just a little floater. Just a little floater. And then a steal by Haskett, and he puts it in, so they got quick 4 points right there. And that time, Justin Ned took the ball in, drew the foul, puts him at the foul line. He'll be shooting 2. And I didn't see who the foul was on.
Number 30. It was on Peterson. It's his second.
Good shot of Justin Ned at the line, number 5. And he hit the back.
Almost a two-hand. I got to look at this release again, Bob. Take a look.
A little different.
Yeah. Look at his left hand on the ball when he lets it go. Got a little pause while Nick ties his shoe.
Yeah, just about. Nice touch, though, on that second shot. Bethel is still in the zone, but they're playing a box and one. They're keeping Joshua Owusu on. It had to be traveling. Either that or jump ball. Had to be one other. But anyway, Owusu is going after Haskett wherever he goes. Yeah. So they're playing a box and one.
He's going to hand him his car keys when he leaves the gym, I think.
A little bit of a hand check there. There could have been a foul call.
These officials have let him play, and that's. Nice pass.
They got the ball inside to the big man, but he kept the ball at his waist. You need to get that ball above his head so he protects himself. Elijah White is running the point. Some of they're just moving all over. They're rotating guys out. And I know Nolan's getting a little bit frustrated because he's not getting his shot.
Well,
and
Joshua Owusu is just staying on Haskett. I mean, wherever he goes, he is right in his chest. There he comes. Good save. Good
nice pass in there to Devontae Peterson. He just went up a little, almost like a finger roll. Yeah, that's foul on Haskett. He's putting his hand in there. He didn't call it the last time. That time to call, but that's what the coaches or the officials told me that they were going to call this year, is that kind of a move where you put your hand on the guy as he's making a move to the basket.
Used to be able you could put that forearm in there, but now they're not letting them do that.
Can't do that anymore. Nice drive that time. Good drive. Jeremiah Owusu. I hope I pronounced that right. I apologize if I'm not.
The official's not even looking to check. Owusu's up. He's got his hands in the middle of Haskett's chest. Nolan.
Well, that's 4 points he's had this quarter, isn't it?
That's 7.
7?
Yep. It's for Nolan, right?
Yeah. Well, Kecoughtan's back in a zone. And called traveling.
Must be taking that step before the ball goes down. I got to give Owusu credit, buddy. He is staying right with Mr. Haskett. Of course, after he scores 16 points in the second quarter, you better pay some attention to him.
And if he shoots, you better have a hand in his face, and I'm sure that's what the coaches said. This is your job. Everybody else playing a zone.
He walked. He stepped with it once he picked the ball up.
Yeah. If you're Bethel, you're not a happy camper because that was a breakaway. But that was a good steal.
Yeah.
You might have called that as an anticipation. Jeremiah Owusu is the one that got the foul. And that puts Devontae Peterson on the line, shooting 2.
Yeah, that was a little hidden. Well, we got a 12-point game, Bob. It's kind of crept away a little bit.
Yeah.
But
well, Bethel's made a couple of steals and got down there and have not taken advantage of it. And Kecoughtan is just dropping back into the zone. You're going to make, if you're going to beat us, you're going to have to beat us from the outside.
That's who's got to do it for him right there.
And our Nick Carrera comes away with the rebound. Oh, Nolan, great. Uh-oh, we got a foul before.
Nope.
He could turn the shot. And that foul on Baycoat.
That's his first.
Nice touch on the ball. You can see why he's the 4th leading scorer in the district.
Yeah, he's just got a nice touch. And this makes Kecoughtan awful strong with it.
Well, you got the 2nd and 4th leading scorer.
Right.
You got one 23 points, the other 17 points. That's 40 points a game for 2 ball players.
Oh, man. A little bit too much stuff on the ball.
Yeah. And they're going to give the ball back to the Warriors. They said that Major Dickens hit it out of bounds, and I'm not too sure he did, but he's good block, good block. Put his hand right on top of the ball. And Haskell just took the ball.
Oh, my.
That was a planned thing. He knew Nolan was coming right behind him. And Haskell put the ball right off the board. Playing to the crowd.
Short.
Just right off the front. He got a man down the court. Nobody looking for him.
The prayer kind of. Yeah, they're
gonna call the foul on Owusu.
Yeah.
And that's only that's the 4th team foul on the Bruins with 1:03 left in the 3rd quarter.
And that's only the 2nd foul on Owusu, so he's going to be staying on Mr. Haskett for a few more minutes.
Bethel back into still playing looks like more like they're playing a man-to-man than a box and one right now.
Yeah, they've come out now.
We're going to call that on Owusu again. That's his 3rd.
If you want a message, ladies and gentlemen.
That was a message, but you what I love to see him instead of slap the ball out of bounds.
Take
just touch it.
Bring it down.
Bring it down.
Learn to catch it.
That will, even though the crowd won't be as excited, I will be.
Oh, if you're the coach, you got to say, we just took the possession.
That's right.
Gotta be.
Close to a 5 second. There's got to be a foul on number
20.
20. That's Nick Carrera. He was riding him on the back. There's 2 seconds to go.
Did you see how high number 1 got up in the air?
Yeah.
The guy 5'8", 9", and tell you what, he was up there. Somebody shot him out of the cannon. Oh, good look. Good
Nice.
look.
And good, smart enough to know how to do it. All right, we've gone through 3 quarters, 48-32. Right now, the Kecoughtan Warriors enjoying a 16-point lead.
Well, it was about a 6-point game, if I'm not mistaken, at half. 32-25, 7-point game. And in that quarter, Bethel put up 7 points. And Kecoughtan, of course, you got to look at Mr. Nolan in the third quarter. He had 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points in the third quarter.
Yeah, well, he was kind of pretty well shut down the first half. He didn't get but 2 points, so you're right. He kind of showed himself a little bit in that start the second half.
Of course, in that third quarter, they scored 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16 points against, what did I say, 6, 7 points?
Yeah.
And they should give 16-point difference. All right, it's going to be Kecoughtan's ball on the inbounds. Fourth quarter, 48-32. Kecoughtan's leading right now.
Everybody's playing man-to-man for the Bruins right now.
You got to. You're down. You're down 16 points. You got to come out and try to force a turnover somehow.
And I tell you, the people underneath are really doing a good job. And good job that time by a steal.
Oh, my.
Missed the basket on a breakaway. And that was a great job that time by
Ricks.
Keith Grandy, number 1.
That's right, Grandy. I'm sorry. I think he called that on number. I think he called that on number 3, did he? I don't see him out there. It's got to be 30 then.
Got the first one. Big guy, Dominic Johnson comes back in, number 50. I don't know what his weight is. If we don't get his weight, hey, freshman.
Yeah, he keeps, and the coach said that he's really maturing into a basketball player. He played football, of course, and so it's taking him a little while to get his legs.
Well, this will help him in football.
Oh, absolutely. Good little flurry right there.
Oh, now this guy flying over the.
Yeah, if that's what you saw.
But I tell you what, you got to give effort to Joshua. Man, he is all over the place.
Yes, sir, he is playing. Coach said, play that man. I'm telling you what, he'll probably be home in the back seat of the car when he goes home.
I tell you, he can tell you what kind of gum he's chewing.
I can tell you that. If Hatchet goes to the McDonald's tonight, at least he'll know how much change is in his pocket. Oh, good try. Well, I mean, little one just, he got up there. Grandy just got up in the air.
It's amazing how high he gets. Well, they're going to give the ball to the Warriors?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, good thing I haven't called a timeout.
That was
That was back court. You're absolutely right.
Yep.
Nobody touched the ball.
Now, you're the coach. Just for a minute, you're Coach Thomas over there, and you got a 16-point lead still. But this pressure brought out by Bethel it's making a difference in the flow of the ball. What are you telling your team if you're kicking
number
team?
one, what you need to tell them is give me some screens out there.
Thank you.
Open up some people so we can get the ball to them. Everybody playing man-to-man, they're trying to get open by themselves. Set some screens. Go down, set the screen down in the corner underneath the basket. Let the guy pop out and get a good shot there. And Bethel, you are got to be happy with your aggressiveness on defense.
And if you're Kecoughtan, you got to keep the ball out of the half-court corner.
Right. Well, now, and Bethel's got 2 or 3 shots underneath the basket they had not
been able to complete.
Right. So, you can't be disappointed about the defense that the Bruins are playing.
The effort's there.
Right.
No.
Okay.
No.
There was so much happening. He had to blow the whistle for something. It was icing. Okay. I'm glad that we got an engineer to let me know what's going on.
We need the help from the truck.
Get the ball to the big
That's
man. Love
right.
it.
Love it. Yes, sir.
Love it. There's Haskett. You can't leave him open. Holy moly. What a beautiful release he's got. How many has he got now so far?
He now has 25 points, but he's got 6 threes.
6 threes.
Yeah. Now that's winning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if he had 29, he's got 25 points. That ain't right. That's close, though.
That's close. Well, close works in horseshoes and hand grenades, right?
That's right, yeah. He had 20 at halftime.
Let me tell you, this is the kind of game we love to see on the peninsula. The packed crowd, great defense, offense. You got some great shooters out there on both teams. You've got the big guy underneath that can go up and block shots, and you just get the ball to him. And I love the entry pass. Nobody thought the ball was going from that angle into DeJour that time.
Right.
Not only got it, then put it off the glass.
At 6'10", using the glass. Now, that's tough to block. I don't care who you play. But let me say that we got to do players of the game here for this game. It's Tidewater Team Sports. Terry McNamara and David Shug. But these are 2 good teams and a lot of talent. Look, Dickens just take the ball. Yes, sir.
He drove to the basket. Oh, love it. Good hustle. Bethel is not stopped. They're trailing by 15 points, but you would think it was a 2-point game.
Yes, sir.
Big man is wanting the ball. Get it to him. Had the man on his hip.
Yep. Did what he was trained to do, and that's get position.
A little travel, little skip step. And Thomas is not happy about that, but that's exactly, you're a little bit complacent.
I thought Hatchett was going to go up with that shot, man. I really did.
Well, that might have been a little bit out of his range. I don't know. Did you see? DeJour had 3 guys around him, found the open man. Love that.
Yep. Well, they might crawl back into this thing a little bit, Bob. That's 3 on Nolan. And of course, Bethel needs to start making these.
All right, you got the first one. Jeremiah. His brother, Joshua, has been all over Haskett. And look who he's standing next to. Haskett.
And he's doing his job.
Oh, nice job that time by Joshua. Hey, you got to cut this lead down to 11. Wow.
4 minutes to go. That
And,
pressure is making some difference, my friend.
I tell you, and I'm not too sure that I like this timeout. You got the momentum going. You make a basket, you get a steal, you make a basket, and then the coach calls timeout.
Yeah, throw the pressure right on them. And you just stole the ball.
Jump right and don't let them gather themselves.
Because you're trailing, you might need that timeout later. But he's trying to keep them focused. We're going to go back to it one more time, if not again. And I got to go with a Wusu on top of Haskett. I mean, here's a guy that scored 16 points in the third quarter, and he's held him to 5 in the second half.
And halfway through the fourth quarter. Oh, you did say second half, so you covered that.
Dave needed some explaining. That's what they need.
Yeah, and that was a good job by Nick Carrera that time, taking the ball inside. And that was just a bad pass. Just a bad pass.
Yeah. And he was trying to get it to Kecoughtan, and Kecoughtan was coming toward the bucket and sort of drawing up for the ball. Look at this press. I love it. Let's see who they send now.
I would send Nick Carrera. He's got the best hands. We saw that catching footballs.
They stole it. Oh.
And you got it to Kecoughtan. If you're going to foul anybody, if you're Kecoughtan, that's the guy you don't want to foul.
That was on Nolan. That's his 4th. And this is not the guy, like you said, Bob, this is not the guy you want to put on the line.
Well, you got to love the defense.
Oh,
The Bruins, they're double teaming that ball, and Kecoughtan's not looking for the open receiver, player.
Well, Bethel's playing so fast. I mean, they're forcing so fast. It's hard for you to look down court for that, game.
LaDondre Grant, number 4, comes in for Nolan. Grant is just a freshman.
And Bethel just got the ball.
They hustled and got the missed free throw. Get it inside. Get it inside. Okay, they can't hear me. And the ball will go to the Warriors.
But the hustle.
But that's what you want to see.
They missed the hustle. Bethel stayed right there on the missed shot. They weren't going to give it up easy. Look at this pressure. That's what they wanted. Yes, sir. You try to dribble through a 2-man. How many times are they going to lose that ball before they realize?
Bethel just can't make that.
No.
They go going to the foul line. You're trying to get the three-point play. Good drive that time. And this is a young man, Joshua, who has been all over Haskell.
Well, what Coach Thomas is talking about is how long are you going to let 2 guys jump one man and not call anything? Of course, I'm seeing the guys trying to go between 2 defenders and just turning over the ball. 12-point game, 3:35 to go.
Got 1 or 2?
Yep. See, there it is again. Did he call a foul, or what did he call?
Yeah, be a 1-and-1, and he's going to put. He pointed to.
I don't think he called it on 3.
And he pointed to Haskett as the shooter. I didn't see who.
I think he called it on 5. That's what he did. All right, Haskett going to the line. It's the first one. second one. Well, now Kecoughtan has to play a man just to slow the ball down.
Yeah.
They want to make Bethel eat up as much clock as they can too. And no foul.
Wow, 2 blocks. Oh, you got the big man breaking into the basket, and he didn't get him the ball.
Down there, I have to tell you, Haskett got taken to the floor
And no
taken
foul.
and up against the wall. And it's because the official was not quick enough to get down on the play. Somebody could have been hurt, and there was no call. That's the only thing that concerns me. Somebody could have been hurt. Nolan back in with 4 fouls. Of course, with 3 minutes to go, you don't need to.
You might as well get him in there.
That's right.
He's not going to get any points on the bench, but that's 2 missed free throws.
Good, Nolan.
Used the basket as a defender.
Yes, sir.
And DeJour just couldn't get to it. Wait a minute now, you got to do both. You can't do one or the other. Haskett throws the ball to the Bethel guy, the Bethel guy throws it back, and he calls it technical.
He's telling him.
And he needs to tell him. Because you don't do both. You can't do one without the other. Yeah, and he's got it.
Yeah, he's going to call him one on both of them. Since he called one, he's going to call them both. But I'm going to tell you who got that official in that bind. Was the closest official to the play, never blew his whistle.
Yeah. Right, he's the one
And
that should have saw the first pass.
The head official had to call what he saw, but he was not in the right position.
But you don't throw the ball to another player after the whistle's blown. That's kind of an in-your-face type of thing.
That's correct. And the sequence was initiated by Mr. Haskett. And, of course, Aluso, how many times have we seen
Isaiah Sellers, number 34, is in. Isaiah is a sophomore, brought up from the JVs.
Now here's the foul.
Yeah, that's a bad call. Bad call.
It's a call that was necessitated by somebody that didn't make a call. It's backcourt.
Absolutely, because the defense did not cause the bad pass, but did not touch the ball.
Correct.
Feel like there was a...
Well, we're talking about players of the game while we got a chance. Of course, Tidewater Teen Sports, Trey McNamara and Dave Chubb been sponsors for years.
Got to get the ball up high to the man.
Man 6'11", give him something to work with by himself. Take it up.
Bethel just can't get a break.
Mr. Grandy.
Might have been a good block with the ball and the hand, but he got it with the body.
A whole lot of body, yep. Well, I got to give Mr. Dickens a good game because he had 2 fouls in the first quarter, and that's just his 3rd foul right there. He's played a good game with a couple of blocks and some scores.
We'll let you do the honors.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, you mean you're not buying tonight?
Oh, you know I'll handle that. Well, right now I can see Kecoughtan. I'm looking right here. He was last time, so I'm looking right here.
Yeah.
Nice shot.
Yeah, that was
Nice shot.
That was good follow through on that number 10 for the Bruins. Hit it from the corner, and that's Donovan Pace, Jr.
So the ones you just saw.
The defense this guy has played.
I'm with you.
We're having a little
flip off. That's what it is. I'm dizzy just watching it. I don't know if the people could see it on television or not. I wasn't looking at the screen, but I'm just dizzy looking at it.
Well, we got a minute 29 to go. We got a 17-point lead.
The way it looks right now, we'll wait another 30, 40 seconds.
Well, you got it. You let us know who's got it. Going by the player of the game.
I have to say,
We got some fans here that don't agree with the call.
No.
Can you believe that? A fan that doesn't believe in the call. Fouled Baycoat again, shooting a free.
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe it.
Well, Haskett missed one too.
That's right. Now he's back in that smooth stroke.
Well, it's like a two-shot foul.
It puts him back in double figures again, yeah. Didn't need that shot, and I'm sure the coach is going to talk to him about that. So 2?
That's the 3.
I didn't see any hands go up, did you?
No, didn't see the shooter either. People stood up. It must have been a 2.
That was Baycoat.
Because they had 47, now they got 49.
Okay. Well, we got 46 seconds to go, Bob. And
Who's the player of the game?
Well, let me just say this first. For Bethel, as we've talked about before, we try to spread this player of the game shirt around. And in the past, Mr. Baycoat's had it for Bethel. Mr. Jeremiah Owusu has had it in the past for Bethel. And just for Bethel tonight, we're going to make it a family affair because of his defense. And he has put up double figures, and that is Joshua Owusu. So we're going to give the family their second player of the game. First time I can remember doing that in the years I've been involved with this system, that we've had 2 brothers win player of the game the same year. Of course, you go back a whole lot further.
Well, I can't remember 2 brothers playing basketball that got the player of the game. You're absolutely right.
And
Who's going to get it for Kecoughtan?
for the Kecoughtan Warriors, the first time we had him, of course, Mr. Haskett got player of the game the first time we did them. And he's leading score tonight, but I got to go with Mr. Nolan tonight. I mean, he's way into double figures. In the second half, he's had a great second half. He's had 10 in the third quarter and another 6 in the fourth quarter. So he's had 16 points in the second half. So
So our players of the game?
They're going to be Damon Nolan and Joshua Owusu.
There you go. Both of them, and there's other people that were deserving of it too.
That's correct.
Haskett's at the line shooting free throw, missed a free throw. 31 seconds and counting. Touch the bat. You touched anything up to the net or anything.
That's right.
Took 2 points away from the Bruins that time.
Now, the official's not making room. Good, smart play.
It was until he drove in.
Tried to do something with it. You saw who that was.
Yeah, the big man got it.
And that arm came up out of the deep.
11-point game. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you have seen a good basketball game tonight. Kecoughtan ended up winning 65-54. Brent, you got any last thoughts?
Clean game. I like the way the game went. As far as win or loss, it doesn't matter. 2 teams got out here and they played it out on the floor, and that's what we like to see every time.
I'll tell you, it's been a great night for you here at Kecoughtan High School. I want to thank you. I want to thank the crew and everybody's involved here at Kecoughtan and all. It's been a great night. I'm Bob Hintz for Brent Musgrove. Good night, everybody.